Welcome to KRHS TV News.
I'm Montrese Bowden.
And I'm Izzy Clark. We're your hosts today.
We will be covering a variety of different topics involving student life at Ritenour High School.
First, we'll take a look at social media in our lives and at school. This is a special report by our own Montrese Bowden.
Hi, I'm Montrese Bowden reporting for KRHS TV News, and we're all involved in social media some type of way, so let's talk about it with our students. Okay, what's your name on Instagram?
We know she_Ariel.
What does your Instagram name mean?
Well, I made that my Instagram name because of the way I act.
On Instagram, I'm VZVL. That's 4 letters.
What's the meaning behind your username?
I wanted to get a really short, username so that people could type it easy and it had no punctuation or anything.
What's your username on Instagram or whatever social media sites you have?
Lil CJ, LA_CEJY.
What's the meaning behind it?
It's just my name. You know how girls are. Most of the time, it can get you caught up. It can get you in trouble. Like, it can get one girl thinking you mess with the other girl when you don't mess with another girl.
Cause problems for you.
Because then everybody sees my dope pictures and they're like, A, they're like, where do you take these at? B, can you take pictures for me? C, can you take pictures of me in these places? And I'm just like, back up. I have a life, sort of.
Yes, keeps me entertained. Keeps me from falling asleep in class.
No, it doesn't make a difference or anything. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I could, but I don't know. My day probably be more boring.
No.
So you can't live without it?
Could I live without it? Yes, but...
You wouldn't delete it?
But I wouldn't delete it. I mean, why would I do that when... people don't already know me, so then that's the one outlet where people sort of know me, so.
And that's the impact that social media has on our Ritenour students. I'm Montrese Bowden signing off.
What a great report, Montrese. It's clear that social media is something that affects many.
Thanks, Izzy. Now let's take a moment to watch a replay of the spring assembly.
There you go.
Now, to the best of the month segment, our top 3 things going on at Ritenour that you don't want to miss.
This month, we're celebrating the end of the school year.
At number 3, we have exams. All students will be taking exams during June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Students will have a block schedule on the 2nd and the 3rd with early release during those days.
At number 2, we have the last day of the school year, June 3rd.
You've got to love that
Why wasn't that number 1?
because number 1 is summer vacation.
Enough said.
That's right, sleeping in, hanging by the pool, or getting time to spend with family and friends. Don't forget that school will be back in session on August 17th.
You just ruined it.
Back to our show. Our next story is a look at a Ritenour institution, Chuckerburger. DJ Lathan looks at a historical landmark that is a big part of Ritenour life.
Hi, I'm DJ Lathan. I'm with KRHS TV News. I had interviewed the manager of Chuckerburger about the history. This is what he have to say.
How long has Chuckerburger been around? Tell us a little bit about that.
This one here has been here since 1957. So we've been here 58 years.
Who found Chuckerburger?
The guy by the name of Bud Taylor. And the very first one was down on the corner of Peyton, Pennsylvania. That was the very first one. This one here is the second.
So they like many more of Chuckerburger.
At one time there was 8 of them. Well, because it's important to the community because we're one of a kind. We take care of our customers, we cook everything as you order it, and we make sure that the people get took care of. We treat the people here like family, and they always come back.
About Chuckerburger to me, when I came to them, they gave me a chance, to work and be responsible, and basically, be a man, man up, and take on those responsibilities of, paying bills and, making better choices and options for myself,
Tell us about the car show.
But we have them once a month, the first Saturday, or the last Saturday of each month, and we do it for 6 months. So we have 6 shows a year. But back in the late 70s, all the way through the late 80s, we have 12 shows a year, 2 shows a month for 6 months. It started back in 1982 because Ron's dad, Ralph, R-A-L-P-H, Stilley, S-T-I-L-L, he bought this store here, and 1982 business wasn't that good, okay? So he figured there's something I got to do to stay in business. So we got some cars enthusiasts, there's some old cars, hired a band, rode the prices back to what they were in 1957, called it a 25th anniversary show, just took off. Everybody asked, when you going to do it again? When you going to do it again? So from 1982 till 1992, 95, somewhere around in there, we were doing 12 shows a year, 2 shows a month for 6 months. Then it got too much, so now we do 6 shows a year, which is 1 show the last Saturday of each month for 6 months. That's how it got started. It was in 1982. As a matter of fact, if you go in our dining room, you walk straight back, on that back wall on the left-hand side, if you look at that picture right there, that's the car show in 1982. That's what it looked like.
Well, that's our show for this month.
KRHS TV News will be back next year in full effect.
So don't forget to keep working towards your dreams.
And keep your Husky pride alive.